All right, so we have the Miss Hermantown, ambassador from Hermantown, because you guys don't have a runner-up. That's what you call runner-up, right? We also have the new contestants for 2015. You all can say hello if you want to.
Hi.
All right, first let's start with Miss Hermantown. How has it been being Miss Hermantown? What was it when you were doing this last year? Is this what you imagined, or is it way beyond?
It's better than I could have ever imagined.
Okay. How so?
It's meaningful and exciting, and I'd like to call it a job, essentially.
Okay.
So, like, I don't know. I think of it more as a crown and a sash. It's more like a role and a person.
Okay.
So, like a
burrito.
Like a burrito. Like a Chipotle burrito.
Wow, nice job.
Yeah.
Now she's trying for free stuff. As All right, so what was the funniest thing you ever did? Like goofiest, way out there, funniest thing you had to do?
Probably, well, this happened to Caitlin and myself. We were doing a little safety expo at Old Navy, and there was a guy that decided to come in and show us his dance moves, and he kind of serenaded us, I guess you could say.
Wow.
But he went right in front of the store and just break danced and worked it out, and it was very awkward and interesting, but it was a good time.
Yeah, I would say that is kind of the weirdest thing that you've ever had to do. Yeah. So that's Madison. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce you. And then Caitlin, you were the ambassador. You had to back all this stuff up. Do you guys kind of do this together, or is this something that you just kind of back her up and you make sure her dress looks good and you set up all the mics and you're like the roadie for her?
Oh, I'm definitely just her roadie.
Just a roadie?
No.
I'm just kidding. We do everything together.
That's kind of awesome. So even though she wins, everybody goes, oh, she's Miss Hermantown. You really kind of are too.
Yes.
You get to do everything that she gets to do. So the new girls, even if you get second, that's not so bad, is it? You're still on the traveling team, so to speak. Nice job. So what was that one of the weirdest things you ever had to be a part of? Was that the dude?
For sure.
All right.
Yes, he did flips in there. Yes, and Madison was actually on her 15-minute break. We got breaks when he first came over.
Because it's so hard waving with the crown. Yeah. I got to go take a break.
We got a lunch break, so we got to eat food.
I know. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
It is hard to wave. I mean, really, if you do this for a whole parade,
the
next day you're going to go, oh, God,
a lot. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to know if I had a friend that he could talk to. And so he sat there and sang for me until she came back from her break. And that's when he started dancing and singing for the both of us. And
all right.
It was awkward.
And this guy's going, I'm in there. And you guys are going, not even close. Sorry. Yeah. All right. So we have the three over there. Let me introduce them. We have Lexi.
Hi.
We have Delaney.
Hey.
And we have Holly.
Hello.
There we go. And now what are you hoping to do being a part of this? I mean, obviously you want to win, but I mean, what are you hoping to accomplish? There's got to be something that you're doing this for.
Personally, I would just like to have a way to give back to the community after they've given so much to me over the years that I've gone there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just hoping to give back to them after all the support that everybody's given me.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I totally agree. And just to experience this and just hear from other past contestants and Miss Hermantown, Miss Ambassador, that's a great experience, and I'm really excited to experience this and have fun with these ladies.
Okay.
Same. I think it would be a good experience, like Holly said. And I've gone to Hermantown for a long time, and just being able to try and give back to everything that it's done to me as well.
Okay.
It's been good.
Are you all Hermantown born and bred? Or did you any of you moved here? Okay.
I moved here right before I started 4th grade.
Okay.
But I love living here. It's a perfect size, and it's just a really great
No, that's all right. You don't have to say, all right, I'm not from here, but it's really good. That's all right. You live in Hermantown. That's all that counts. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Miss Hermantown and Ambassador help me judge who is going to be Miss Hermantown. We have a series of questions for you. So we're going to have you step out and then do you one by one. And supposedly you guys all drew in the order that you're standing there. So we'll get Delaney and Holly out of here.
All right.
All right. And then we're going to give Lexi the questions. All right. So you're going to have me judge on how they answer, what their answers are, because if they don't give me the right answer, I want them to justify the answer that they gave me. Okay. I'm not going to tell them whether they're right or wrong. So if you give me an answer and it's wrong, have a reason why it's wrong. All right. All right, did they close the doors?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. They're in a soundproof booth right now, and it's unfortunately it's playing Nickelback, so they won't hear a thing. All right. So the first question is:
All right.
name something that over 50% of the people in the world have not done, and most of us take for granted.
50% of people.
50% of the people in the world have done this. We take it for granted. But the other 50% have not done this ever.
Recycling.
Recycling.
I think that recycling is a big part because, like, it helps us in our community. Like, it helps our ozone. It helps nature. Pretty much it helps us grow, like, in the community as we are. So I feel like not recycling and not giving back to Earth.
So they're just not caring is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right. Question number 2. Fingerprints are something that can identify you when, let's say, they arrest you, and you think, "Oh, I'm going to outsmart them. I'm gonna file all my fingerprints off, or take glue, and I'm going to take all of them off, and they won't know who I am, and I can commit all these crimes." But actually, there is something else that can identify only you. What is it?
Oh, DNA.
DNA.
Yeah.
All right. Who is your idol or hero?
My great grandma.
Why is she?
Well, she has grown up kind of with a hard life. She's grown up deaf. She was sexually abused as well. And
wow,
she's
she's had a lot of obstacles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she just has taught me pretty much how to grow up. Like, she's taught me everything pretty much. I mean, not saying that my mom hasn't taught me, because she's my world as well, but my grandma has been through everything with me and had my back through everything, and she's always been my supporter.
Okay, one more question. If you could be anything in the world, the dream job falls in your lap, what is it?
Oh, dream job? I would have to say either be an interpreter, because I really want to do that and travel, or just being able to give back to people and help people through problems that they might be having.
So maybe like a social worker or
something?
something?
Yeah, like a social worker or a psychologist or someone to, like, talk to people, because I feel like I'm good at talking to people and I'm good at, like, communicating with them. I'm good at, like, listening when they feel like they have no one else to listen to.
All right.
Or to talk to. So I feel like that'd be good for me.
All right. That is Lexi. All of Lexi's answers. So I'm gonna give you guys a pen. This is for Miss Hermantown and Ambassador, and you guys write down a score for me, and then we'll tally up all of our scores later. Okay? I'm gonna keep my score in my head. All right. Let's get our next person in. We're gonna have Delaney. You guys got to share the pen. Sorry, we're on a budget here.
Is it a score of 1 to 10?
It's however you want to score.
Okay.
It's any score at all. If you think they deserve 1,000 points, you give them 1,000. This is an open scoring.
That's pressure.
So give them whatever they want, or whatever you want. I mean. All right. So we have Delaney in here.
Hi.
I should give you guys a new card for when Delaney's up and everything. Here's some more cards.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Hand in your scores. Okay, and I'll tally them up later. Okay, Delaney, 4 questions for you.
All right.
Question number 1. Name something over 50% of the people in the world have not done that we take for granted.
Ooh. Maybe gone snowmobiling.
Gone snowmobiling. All right.
Because a lot of people don't have access to that kind of thing. And I think, around here, that's something a lot of people are used to, but a lot of people don't have snow.
Around the world, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or even if they do, snowmobiling might not be very common.
I would say in Florida, it would be on water. Yeah. All right, question number 2. Fingerprints are something that they identify you with. So let's say you commit this huge crime and you think, I'm going to take my fingerprints off and they'll never figure out who I am. Actually, there's something else that they can identify only you. What is it?
Ooh, probably by my glasses. Or by my awful eyesight. I don't know.
So nobody else in the world has bad eyesight. They'll go, this is the girl.
Not nearly as bad as mine. Oh my gosh, I'm blind as a bat.
All right. So we're looking for a girl with really cool glasses, blind as a bat.
Yes.
Got it.
Put this picture out. We'll find her.
Very hipster.
Who is your idol or hero?
My older sister, Kate, just because she has been my best friend since we were really little. We didn't really get along, but she was always a really good role model for me, and she kind of showed me what things to do and not to do in life as I was growing up. Even if I didn't want to hear it, she was still showing me.
How much older is your sister than you?
She's 26. So it's quite a bit of an age gap.
So she's like 112 years older than you.
Yeah.
No? Bad math? Yeah? All right.
You're close.
Yeah. But now we get along super well, and she's like my best friend. So, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Last question. If the dream job fell in your lap, what would it be?
That's a good question. Probably a makeup artist for some famous person. I'm not really sure who. Maybe one of the Kardashian sisters.
All right. That would take you a long time.
Yeah, it would.
That's like a 2-hour job.
That's true.
Getting
but
in
I think
and
it'd be
getting
fun
out
to
of the
see
makeup.
all the drama hands on.
And then you have to have a good hose
Yeah.
at the end of the night, to take it off.
Lots of makeup remover.
Yeah.
Lots.
That's yeah.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not talking like a regular hose, not that one that you turn
Like
on.
a pressure hose.
I'm talking like firemen. You got to have your own fire truck in order to take the makeup off them. All right, that's your fourth question. So we need to send in Holly.
All right.
All right.
Grab her.
Go ahead and write down your scores, ladies. We have Caitlin Nelson, ambassador, and also Madison Reynolds, Miss Hermantown. They are tallying up the score, helping me judge Miss Hermantown this morning. And we have our last contestant, Holly Miller, coming in.
Hello.
Hello, Holly. All right, do we have our scores?
We do.
All right, here we go. All right, 4 questions. Question number 1. Name something that 50% of the people in the world have not done that we take for granted.
Not done that we take for granted.
And it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. You got to tell me why.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Miss Venezuela here or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Miss Virginia it was, wasn't it? Miss West Virginia? All right. Name something that 50% of the people have done in their life, or name something that 50% of people have not done in their life that we take for granted.
Probably would have to do with like cell phones and technology.
Mm-hmm.
I know I take for granted a lot of my iPhone and what my parents have provided for me, and knowing a lot of people don't have that option.
I was on a morning show one time. We had to not have our phones for a week. We were not allowed to use our phones for a week. And so we all went around and said, what was something that you missed that that your phone does for you?
Yeah.
And I said I couldn't call people and tell them I was going to be late. I just had to be late,
Yeah.
You get used to using that.
Mm-hmm.
Your fingerprints are something that identify you. Let's say you decide you're going to rob a bank and you're going to get away with it because you're going to sand off all your fingerprints.
Oh.
But actually, there's something else that can identify just you. What is it?
Maybe my spit.
Okay.
Like DNA.
All right. So you think the cops will just have you spit in a cup and then they'll go, hey, we got her. We got the girl. Yeah?
Maybe.
All right. Question number 3. Who is your idol or your hero?
My idol would have to be my mom. She went to law school after she had me, and she did night school and worked during the day. And that's the reason why we moved to Hermantown, is because she works in the area. We live in the cities. And just knowing that she took care of a baby, had work, and went to school at the same time is something I could never do. And she is so smart and so strong, and I could.
She's going to be your agent someday, it sounds like. Or at least
Hopefully.
they'll cover your contracts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And the last question is, if the dream job fell in your lap, what would it be?
My dream job is to be a physical therapist. Since I am a dancer, I have had many injuries, and I've had physical therapy a lot, and just having someone that, helped me be so much, and knowing that I could do that for someone someday would be awesome, just to help with the healing process.
All right. There's question number 4. So now we're done with Holly. Let's get everybody back in the room, and you need to do your scores. All right, let's get everybody. Holly, you go ahead and let everybody back in, and then I'll tally up the scores.
Oh, I'll be the only one that doesn't. Yep.
Yeah, if you go back in order, that we. By the way, you can watch this. We're going to post this on the internet, so you can watch this later, so people can watch you sweat over these questions and how you do with them. All right, so I've added up those. Okay. All right, I'm gonna add mine onto this one.
Oh, the mental math going on.
All right. These are small numbers, so everybody stuck with small numbers. Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are probably thinking,
A million and three.
I could give her 1,000 points, but we would be here all day with his brain. All right, so we have all the girls back in, and we have asked everybody 4 questions. So question number 1 was, name something over 50% of people in the world have not done with their life that we take for granted. It is dial or use a phone. So Holly was on with that one. You said a cell phone.
Nice.
Your fingerprints are different, and if you were to rob a bank and you thought you could sand off your fingerprints and get away with it, what else could we use? I think, Lexi, you said DNA? Yep. You were wrong. It's your tongue. Everybody has a different print on their tongue.
Wow.
So I had read an article that someday they're going to have everybody give fingerprints and a tongue print.
How would they even do that?
How would they do
Yeah.
that?
It's some kind of paper that would not only be able to capture your DNA, but also be able to get your tongue print.
So kind of like those tattoo for roll-up things?
Exactly. Yeah.
My tongue like feels all fuzzy now.
We're going to take your tongue print. It's either going to be strawberry or grape.
If you commit a crime, just stick like 6 fruit roll-up patterns on your tongue. You can't catch me.
See, but I don't know if it has to do with like the line on your tongue and the way that the you know?
Weird.
You'd have to eat a sweet tart.
so
Then all your
weird.
taste buds would be out. And then they'd be going, you don't know about this one. Okay. And then you guys all had wonderful answers for who your idol or hero and the dream job. I just wanted to see what you guys wanted to be. That's all. It's not, you guys don't have to stick to that because you're so young. I think someday you might do what you're going to do, and someday you might go, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit different because you get inspired by something else, or it goes a different way and you become something else. But I just wanted to see where you are right now. And most of this has to do with your public speaking, which is part of what you're judged on for the Miss Hermantown contest. So we had Miss Hermantown and Ambassador. We had Madison, Miss Hermantown, and Caitlin, Ambassador. And you guys, were you impressed with their answers? Or
Yeah, I think like a big part of being Miss Hermantown is being able to be quick on your feet and be witty and be personable and have good confidence and personality. And I think they all did a really good job with that.
Yep.
So.
And Caitlin, how many times did you have to like think off the cuff and speak at places and be able to talk to somebody and you had no clue what, they're like, he's a fish spawn. This is Mr. Fishbon right here, and that's what he does really. And you're like, great, I really like fish bonds. And you have to talk to somebody you don't know what you're talking about, but you have to kind of wing it.
And you have to act professionally while doing it too, even if it's the last thing in the world you want to be talking about. You still have to make the person feel good about themselves.
Exactly. Or go to a condom convention or something, and you have to talk about it. And you're like, maybe this is inappropriate for us.
We gotta roll with it.
Yeah, you gotta roll with it and just say, sure, they're nice.
And you're always gonna have places where you talk to people or have to think on your feet and you're gonna mess up, but that's okay.
Yep.
Because you're not gonna know everything in the entire world.
Yeah, but you have to pretend a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or do some quick prep, like grab somebody aside and say, okay, what's a fish bond? Tell me.
Or just smile and act nice. If you
Yes.
have absolutely no clue what they're talking about, just keep smiling.
So here's what we got. Every year that we do this on the radio, we predict the winner. Every single year we have been dead on. We predicted the winner last year, did we not?
I guess so.
We didn't pick Caitlin, and I know she went out of here just crying, and she was, why me? And we did pick Madison, and she wound up winning. So this year, after tallying up all the points and adding my points to it, this year it is a dead-on tie. You guys are all awesome. You all have a great chance of winning this year, so congratulations.
Good job, ladies.
All right.
I think it's going to be fun. I will be there judging. So I think I get one of the questions to ask.
Yep.
We all get to ask you a question, and you have to kind of. I don't know how the other women are going to judge, or the other. I don't think there's any other guys. I think they just go, one guy's enough. And everybody gets a question, and then you have to answer it. And mine, I might ask you how many feet are in a square foot, or square footage of a fenced in. I don't know what I'm going to ask you, but just do your best and think the same way you did today. It doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. Just answer the question as truthfully as you can. Be yourself. But I thank you guys for coming, all of you. And then you're invited back next year. Or actually, let's do this. You're invited back on Monday after you win. Everybody can come back, but then we'll congratulate the new Miss Hermantown. Mm-hmm. And then next year, you get to be in Caitlin and Madison's spot and judge the next year and let the joke be on them and let them be all nervous thinking, oh my God, whoever they pick is going to be it. I hope I'm it. All right. Well, thank you guys all for coming in today. I appreciate that.
Thank you for having us.